Hello everyone, willkommen Sie zurück. Hier bin ich, Urvashi Sharma, deine Deutschlehrerin. As you all know that in my last video we have started the revision from chapter number 1 and we have covered text Übersetzen from your lab. Today we are going to start with chapter number 1 Erbeit's book, in which we have some questions which are related to grammar. So we are going to revise those questions and then we'll start with chapter number 2, right? So without wasting further, let's begin with the video. As you can see, the first question here is Konjugieren Sie die folgenden Verben, which means in this you have to conjugate different verbs. This is what you have done in 6th standard also. We have explained how to conjugate the verb. We have also explained one rule of ending. As you can see the rule of ending on a screen, which is ich, du, st, sie, ihr, wir, en. This is something that you have to follow with all the verbs while you are conjugating a one, right? Very first verb is heißen. What we'll do here, we will remove n and we will conjugate the verb according to the rule that I have just explained. Heise, heißt, heißen, right? Second one, you can see erbeiten. Again, we will remove n, it will become erbeiter, erbeitest, erbeitet and erbeiten, right? So you just have to understand one more thing here. Whenever we are conjugating a verb, the meaning of the verb will never change. We are conjugating a verb according to a subject, and this is very, very important, because if my subject will change, then verb has to change, and if I'll not change my verb, we cannot differentiate the verb and we cannot differentiate the whole sentence. Now let's begin with the next question. I hope this one is clear to you, that how you have to conjugate a verb. Now let's begin with the next question. As you can see, vervollständigen Sie den Satz, which means in this question you have to complete the sentence by adding either a objective or you have to opt for a noun or a verb. I have used specific one, but it's up to you which one you have to use. So you can use different two also. Like the very first, you can see she is schön, aber du. So this is what I have done. Like she is beautiful but dumb, right? So you can use something else also, like sie ist schön, aber klug, yeah, which means she is beautiful but clever. It could be anything, but you need to check that what you are using, right? And it should be in German language. As you can see, there are multiple points here, and I have given those multiple points as per me. Whatever I was feeling suitable in that point, I have written those. You can use as per your own opinion, like die Tage sind heiß und lang, which means the days are hot and long, correct? You can write something else. The days are hot and humid. Yes, so this is the way you have to do. You can change the adjective as per your convenience. You can check the adjective either on Google, or you may take the help of a dictionary as well. First chapter is very, very easy. We have only few questions in this chapter, and those questions are very easy. I have just explained those questions to you which are relatable to grammar. So I have explained these two questions today. Question number 10 you have to do on your own. Like you can revise this question, you can read it out, because this is something related to paragraph translation. So there is no part of grammar. In question number 1 also there is no part of grammar. In 2 also, in 3 also, right? So we have covered almost all the questions excluding 2 or 3 questions. We'll revise those questions very soon. I'll request this to you all. This is my request to you all. Please pay attention on this subject, right? Because many of you are not good in German language, as this is a foreign language, and your tutors, your parents are unable to help you all. I am there to help you all 24/7. Please reply in the comment box if you have any query. We'll be happy to help you. And this is all for today. Stay home.